kids. It's alright, Grocklesnook, we'll edit that bit out. And that bit. Okay, ready? Take 3. Greetings, Mythics. How are we all? Yes, my name is Ken Boyter, but you probably already know that because you have been watching the Edra Tales Twitch channel, or the Edra Tales YouTube channel, or you just know me personally, so you know who I am. However, if you haven't been watching either of those, or you don't know who I am, well, you just know who I am because I've just told you who I am. Anyway, it's Jam. He's in the comments. Hello, Jam. This is Grocklesnook from the Bottled Imp. Hello, Grocklesnook. How are you today? I thought as much. He's been drinking. He's been on the Raz. He's been on the Raz. How are you, Jam? How is everybody? Obviously, we'll just let a few people join. Yes, we are here tonight because this is a live stream of another game book. This is part 3. So our 3rd session of playing The Kingdoms of Terror by Joe Deaver. Yes, it is book 1 in the Magnakai series, but book 6 in the overall Lone Wolf series. Hello, Lee Rin. Good evening or good morning. Oh, yeah. Good morning. 1:36, everybody. Yes. Hello, Jonathan, as well. And I knew I'd forget to do this. I haven't yet backed your game book, Jonathan. I do apologise. Jam's not too bad. Not too bad. You had a good week? I have had a fantastic week. Thank you very much. It's all been going swimmingly. I know. You cheeky. He's monitoring me. He's monitoring. I have, yeah, I do get the impression that there's some, because everywhere I go there seems to be somebody just watching me going. So I suspect it's Jonathan actually stalking me until I do back his game book. However, I will do it after this. I know I promised that last time. I will do it after this. If you have not backed Jonathan's game book, like me, then we must do so. It is Shakespeare versus Cthulhu, What Dreams May Come. And if you leave a link there, Jonathan, in the comments to your Kickstarter, then hopefully people can do it while we do this. I can back him Monday on payday. Excellent, Jam. Well done. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, I'm going to back him after this live stream. It's another one of Jonathan's excellent game books. There it is. There's the link. If you do want to back him, or even you're not really sure, check it out. Click out the link. I'm down with all the kids. Click out the link. Click the link, and you should be able to read all about it. And Jonathan's even got a little video with a voiceover artist that is sublime. It's fantastic. I can back it in a week's time. Fantastically, you're in. Good to hear. Sorry for being late. No worries, Martha. Obviously, I was a bit late. We're 3 minutes in. We're just saying hello to everybody. We're just talking about Jonathan's new Kickstarter at the moment. Shakespeare versus Cthulhu. It's another game book. It's on Kickstarter. And we're just saying that, yeah, I keep forgetting to back it, so I will do after this. I'll try and make this the first thing that I do. So, how is everybody? Hopefully everybody's doing well. This is part 3. Now I need to get everything ready, because what I did for this one was I printed them out, the sheets, some of the sheets, A3. Ooh, I know, get me. Because what I've found is that there's never enough room, is there? There's never enough room to write your notes or to write stuff. So I've printed it out on A3. Hopefully going south does not mean the adventure goes south. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So just to remind you then, we are Lone Wolf. We have combat skill 20, which is very high combat skill. We've got pretty much, it's the maximum, I think. The maximum endurance points, 30. Although we did lose one, so we're on 29. We've got a herb pouch. We've got some berries in there. That only one batch of berries that gives us +2 in combat. +1 after 2 rounds. We've only got 1 gold crown. But we do have a blanket, we have a tinderbox, we do have a rope, we do have a lem spur potion, which gives us +4 endurance. So if we're getting a bit low on endurance, we can actually drink the old potion and get some more. Hello everybody, been busy with 5-month-old German Shepherd puppy. Oh, bless you, Martha. Bless you. That sounds very sweet. What else have we got here? We've got a sword and we've got a bow. We've got 5 arrows left. We've got a padded leather waistcoat that gives us +2 endurance. We've got a silver bow of Dradun, which is a +3 in combat. So, I'm going to put these on my... And I never knew anything like this existed. But look at this. Look at this. You're going to be so impressed. It is an A3 clipboard. If you love admin, if you love a good spreadsheet, surely you're going to love an A3 clipboard. So we've got that, so I can write everything up. Let me just move my gaming table closer to me. We are here down in the dungeon, but as you can see, there's a bit of ray of sunshine is coming through. So there are cracks in the walls. So maybe one day Grocklesnook and I will be able to break out the dungeon. Hello, Colin. Good to see you, my friend. His name is Chaos. Oh, what a great name for a puppy. And he is super cute and a huge cuddle bug. Yeah, I can imagine. So I thought what we'd do first is we will do a druid wisdom card just to set the tone for this evening. So we're just going to shuffle them. They're really gorgeous cards of nature. What the druids would like. So let's just quickly do that. Let's just pick one of these. We'll cut them into 3. I'll look away. I always like to pick the middle one. So I need to pick that up without dropping the rest of them. There we go. Okay, so that is going to be the card. Lovely grassy moss. Secret gnomes. Oh, fantastic. Deep in the Welsh forests, gnomes peek out of the groves. There you go, so you can see it. Gnomes peek out of the groves of their secret space. They cheer gleefully while you walk with determined, passionate pace. I love that. Little gnomes peeking out. So, as we walk with determination, well, that is pretty apt, actually, because we were determined, weren't we? We had a friend of ours kidnapped. Hello, Renee! Renee's here. We are playing... I did mean to text you, Renee, to say that we're doing Kingdom of Terror. But as everybody knows, I am rubbish. I am rubbish. So we have a bona fide expert in Lone Wolf, Renee, joining us tonight. So that's fantastic. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you can stay for the whole evening. If not, I fully appreciate it. Oh, hang on. I need a pencil. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't... my pencil's over there. Can I just be lazy and reach it? I can be. Look at that. Yes. Oh, look, I've even got some coins. Here we go. So, we do have... Is this what a gold crown looks like? Look at that. That's not gold. In fact, these ones are silver. Oh, that's a first player one. Look at that. I bought some coins off Kickstarter. You know, I kickstarted a company that did them. They're really cool D&D coins. I've got a big bundle of them, though, so I just needed those for a show, for our show. Thanks, Sivev. Gnome card reminds me of an adorable but bittersweet Norwegian cartoon called David the Gnome that I watched as a kid. Oh, brilliant. Sounds fantastic. Just followed you, Renee. Oh, look at that. It's them blue pills. Okay, so... Yeah, so we, unfortunately... No, we did catch up with... Who were we? Sirius. I think it was Sirius. This is where I get all flustered because, you know, I forget. I forget what happens in these plots. But Renee will Renee will steer us correctly. That cartoon made me cry so many times. Oh, I've never seen that one. I've never seen that. Oh, thanks, Silver. Yeah. Yes, it was Sirius, wasn't it? Is that how you pronounce his name? Sirius? where he was a wizard and he gave us some advice, didn't he? He gave us some advice. Did I write that advice down? I think I did. I think I did. Lots of my friends are gnomes. They all look up to me. There it is, Jam. So I've printed out a map, the Stornlands. The Stornlands. I have also put this map in the Edra Tales Facebook group. If you did want to actually look at it in greater detail, and you can follow along as we play. Let me just. I've just got to sort out the admin. We have the dreaded one. We won't be doing that. We will be using a 10-sided dice. We have the combat rules there. Why so serious? Gorgeous map. I mean, I know it is lovely. It is lovely. It is gorgeous. It's one of those things where you kind of want... Maybe I should have printed this out on an A3 bit of paper. You do want maps. I've not got enough room now on my dungeon, in my dungeon, to put up much. I haven't got much wall space now because it's all full of other stuff, really. Okay, so I think that's the admin done. We are... We also have the Magnakai Disciplines of Weapon Mastery, Invisibility, and Curing, which I keep reading as Curling. Oh, it's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. What's going on? Right. So, what we're going to do now is we are going to start. Yes, we are going to start part 3 of The Kingdoms of Terror by Joe Diva. So, yeah, we did go south. We got... Oh, yeah, that was it. Bra Street. We needed to get to Bra Street in Varetta, where we are actually in Varetta, the city. And it says, find Gwenin. I don't know how you pronounce it. Gwenin the Sage. So that is what we need to do. That is what we're looking for. Because we're looking for the Lorestone. We need to find the Lorestone, which is part of the Lone Wolf lore. Okay. Oh, yeah, just as a side note to Rene, are you coming to Fighting Fantasy Fest 5, Ken? I should be. I do need to contact Jonathan. I'm so busy at the moment, but I do need to contact Jonathan because I might, if there's any tables left, I've left it a couple of days now since you said this. Hopefully that I might take out a stall because I might have my game book. So I might have a sample. I don't know. I need to talk to Jonathan about it because I'm hoping to kickstart my game book in October. However, Fighting Fantasy 5 Fest 5 is in September, so I won't have funded. I won't have started the campaign. But I do want to give away some free samples just to create interest. So I wonder if I can put them on anyone's stall. Can I do that? Can I do that, anyone? I'll give you a Toblerone. That's what I say to all the girls. Right, anyway. 147. Oh, anyone been watching the snooker? Stop making me dizzy again. And that's Grockle Snook. Okay, so, yes. So, hopefully I will be there in some... Yes, I will be there. Typing from the phone tonight as 1, it allows me to lie down, always a bonus. 2, can allow more expressive emotive icons in the desktop version of Twitch. Oh, I didn't know that. There you go. And I'm impressed that you've started to use them already. There we go. So 147, we are going south in the city of Varetta. We are looking for Bra Street. I fought a mirror demon. Here we go. On 1 stamina point, it was stupid. It was stupidity on reflection. The narrow street. No, hang on. The street is narrow and crowded with all manner of fighting men. In the main, they are mercenaries from the south who have come to Varetta in search of employment. Oh yeah, I'm just giving you the backstory there. They fill their tiny alleyways that branch off the main street, and the air is full with their noisy banter. The smell of food mingles with the odour of sweet sweat and leather. My favourite smells. And scores of flickering lanterns swing in the chill night breeze. Nobody pays much attention to you, and you are able to follow the winding cobblestones without hindrance until you reach a magnificent half-timbered building. Its large bow windows display an eye-catching assortment of creatures of all shapes and sizes, stuffed or mounted on wooden plaques. The sign by the door reads, Chanda, taxidermist. Here we go then, we got your first choice. Okay, do you want to dismount and enter the fascinating shop? Type enter. Or do you want to continue along the street and ignore that? Type continue. What would you like to do? Colin would like to enter. Also, Lee Rin would like to enter. I probably would enter. Come on, we got to know. There might be some clues in there. Oh, Martha doesn't want to. Martha wants to continue. Maybe she doesn't want to see enter for a stuffing. There you go. You're as bad as jam. Jonathan would also like to enter. Pick up a meal deal. Okay, we are going to enter. So this is part 3. Let me just... Got to keep good admin with these game books, haven't you? So, maybe that's part of their appeal. It's not the stories, it's not the maps, it's not the fighting. No, it's not that. It's the admin, it's keeping track of things. The shop is filled with a fascinating collection of stuffed creatures, each one fixed in a lifelike pose and displayed in a realistic setting. A 2-headed Narus wolf stands guard at the entrance to a cave. A Baknar lies in wait upon a snowy ledge in a desert. And a desert Ganthay drinks its fill from a sculpted oasis of sandstone and toa trees. You're examining... What's that? I'm only here for the admin. I got to get the audience somehow. Closes time, one opens the Conjuring cutscene. Yeah. Hope it's a Paxo stuffing. You're examining the beautifully preserved head of an Itikar when you hear a soft, cultivated voice behind you. Good evening. Welcome to my establishment. A tall, aristocratic man dressed in a richly embroidered robe steps forward and bows. He's clearly impressed by your interest in his work and offers to conduct you on a brief tour of his shop. So you got your next choice. Do you wish to see more of his fascinating taxidermy? Or you can decline his generous offer, and you can leave the shop. So, type yes if you'd like to see more, or type no if you're going to decline it and go, yeah, I'm out of here. Tell him to stuff it. There it is. There it is. Well, we're here now. We might as well have a look. I think there could be some... He might have some good information. You never know with these shopkeepers. A friend of mine, I never knew his first name, but we only knew him by his sort of title, which was Mr. Ben. And he used to work in an office, and he always, every day, wore a bowler hat, a black suit, and he'd leave his house, but he couldn't resist it. He popped into a shop every day. And apparently, it was a fancy dress shop, and the shopkeeper came out and went, hello, can I interest you in something? And he'd go, oh, can I try that on? It'd be like a suit of armour, or it'd be like a chef's outfit. And then he'd go, oh yeah, just have a look in the mirror. And then before he knew it, my friend Mr. Ben, he was sucked through the mirror. And you wouldn't have thought it from the shopkeeper. Such a mild-mannered shopkeeper. He might have some lovely stuff. Also, Ikiga, isn't that the island home of King Odyssey? Adidius. Can't say that now. Adidius? I can't pronounce that. I used to be able to. Odyssey. Going well, isn't it? Okay, here we go. we are going to... Yeah, we're going to say yes. We are going to see more of his lovely taxidermy. 3, 4, 5. Here we go. The man delights in showing you his work, which is excellent. Many of his exhibits were caught on hunting expeditions, either by himself or by clients who want to preserve their kills as trophies. Several trophies have been expertly restored to cover the evidence of wounds or severed limbs. Proudly, he offers to show you his workshop. Is this getting darker? Where these miracles of taxidermy are carried out. So, you have your next choice. How is the lovely Phoebe, Renee? Oh, yeah. What would you like to do then? Would you like to see his workshop? Type yes. If not, you can leave the shop by typing no. What would you like to do? See the workshop where all the magic happens? I don't know if this is a trap. I'm curious now. I do want to see it. Jonathan's saying yes. He wants to see it. I do quite like it. If this is a trap, it's quite clever because it's leading you step by step into it. Jam also wants to see it. He's going to try and stuff us. He probably is. Oh, actually, he probably is. I find those places creepy. At one point, they were living... Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean, Martha. A friend of mine is both a taxidermist and a vet. Oh, my God. Isn't that a conflict of interest? He got a sign over his shop. Either way, you get your dog back. That cannot be true. That cannot be true. Yes, potentially life-saving artifact. If he's a creep, we can relieve it off. Oh, okay, yeah, we could do that. We could take it off him. Lame-o. Right, so we're going to go and find out what is lurking in his workshop. This could be a big mistake. We shall find out. I want to believe him. I want to believe him that he's above board and he's just proud of his taxidermist. You follow the man through a curtained archway to a high-vaulted chamber that reeks with a pungent smell of preservatives and dead bodies. Several carcasses of exotic animals hang from the hooks in the ceiling, and dissected heads destined for trophy plaques are laid out in a line in a large workshop. Large workbenches. The man opens an ornate rosewood chest and produces a silver tray on which stands a ruby glass decanter and 2 crystal goblets. He fills the goblets with wine and offers one to you, saying that the wine will help block out the unpleasant smells of his workshop. Okay, is this red flags? Is it just me? Phoebe's loving life up north. Fantastic news. Hopefully we won't be the next star attraction. Yeah, here we go, says Colin. So, you have a choice. Would you like to accept his gracious offer and take the goblet? Type yes. Or you can decline, bid him goodbye and leave the taxidermy. So Colin's gone no. It did turn a bit dark, a bit weird at this point. It's like, mate, look, I'm not on a date with you, alright? I don't need wine. Yeah, Martha's also gone for no. This does feel a little bit like a trap now. Anyone else? Can we test? Yeah, text a friend to fake call us. Yeah, absolutely. No, it's too creepy. It is a little bit creepy, although, and this is going to be a little bit unfair on you, I am just going to quickly look to see what happened. Oh. This does sound creepy as all hell. Hang on, it's leading me somewhere else. Oh, okay. Renee, Ken is cheating again. Yeah, I am. I'm just curious. Slap my thighs and stuff me silly. Sounds like a Blackadder quote. No, we weren't even given a Sixth Sense. No, you weren't even given a Sixth Sense choice. No. Okay, so we decided to decline that gas mark 20 for 2 hours. Yeah, pretty much. So, probably very, very wisely, you've decided to say, nah, you're all right, mate. I'm more of a cider drinker. Not wine. Here we go, then. Oh, hang on. What the blimmity blim? What the blim? We do have an illustration for this one. Is this right? Hang on, this seemed a big jump. Is this right? Okay, leaves 279. So I'm going to turn to 279. Oh, okay. No coffee, no way. Sounds like me after beans. You arrive at a tavern. Okay, so it doesn't even sort of say that we've left the shop. Maybe that's just me, but... Yeah, anyway. You arrive at a tavern. Your first impression of this place. So there was no comeback. There was no... He didn't try and trap us or anything like that. Makes Loren Atissimo. You arrive at a tavern. Your first impression of this place is that it looks more like a huge banqueting hall than a city alehouse. The Inn of the Crossed Swords is the largest and noisiest tavern you've ever set eyes upon. A constant flow of soldiers pour in and out of its cathedral-like doors. Oh, I love fancy taverns. I want to be there now. And the adjoining stable seems large enough to house the horses of a smelly army. No, of a small army who are probably smelly as well. You stable your horse and enter the tavern just in time to witness a spectacular event. The middle of the hall has been cleared to allow a horse and rider to gallop full length of the building. Bets are being placed on the rider's skill at skewering fruit on the point of his light battle lance. It reminds you of past training sessions at the Kai Monastery. But, unlike those Kai horse trials, there is more than just skill and the honour of the rider at stake here. Kneeling in a line along the length of the hall are 10 soldiers from the same regiment as the rider. These disgraced men and women have been accused and found guilty of cowardice in battle. The fruits which the rider must skewer are resting atop their nervous heads. What sort of craziness has Joe thought up this time? Beautiful illustration there by Gary Chalk. Look at that. Look at that. So, this could go hideously wrong here, couldn't it? If he should make the slightest mistake, then the men and women will lose their life. Of greater importance to the watching crowd of mercenaries is all the money the regiment has collectively wagered on the skill of their best rider. So, do you want to place a bet and join this happy event? So you can take a stake. So, do you want to stake some of your gold crowns? We've only got one. Very appealing. There it is. There it is. We can bet one on the outcome of this deadly show of horsemanship, or you can decide instead to approach the bar and engage one of the barmaids in conversation. Hello. Or you can take a seat at one of the tables. So what would you like to do? Type bet if you want to bet. Type bar if you want to go to the bar and chat to a barmaid. Or you can just type seat if you want to just sit at the table. What would you like to do? Bet, bar, seat. Bet, bar, seat, or sit. Bet, bar, seat. What would you like to do? Bar, bar. Oh, we've got a slight difference here. 2 bars, 1 bet. We've only got 1 gold crown, by the way. What would you like to do? Bar, bar, black sheep. We have bet or we won't have any gold. Yeah. It looks like Bet has won it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Cures. My leg really hurts. Grocklesnook, what did you do? Oh, not sure it's Grocklesnook because he seems to have fallen over. No. Big hugs for Martha. Okay, what we're going to do is we are going to bet. We have 1 gold. Let's see if we can win any more. I'm sure we can. Come on. We won the archery competition. A huge fat belly mercenary is standing on a wooden box near the door. He is taking bets from the crowd of gold-hungry soldiers while his young assistants busily drum up business in the hall for their master. One of the grimy-faced boys approaches and asks you for your stake. Firstly, decide how many gold. We've only got 1, so that's what we're going to do. The maximum bet you can place is 10. Next, pick a number from the random and note that down as well. Now pick another number from the random table and add 3 to it. So we are playing the system where we're going to be rolling the die. Without gold, we won't be able to make conversation in a medieval town. That is very true. That is very true. Especially to the barmaids, to the lasses. Okay. And without conversation, we won't find our sage. That, again, is very, very clever logic. Very clever logic. So, this is what we're going to do then. We are going to roll a die, and it said to make a note of that. So, that is 8. So, we're going to have 8. Let me make a note of that. Okay, so we've got 1. And 8, and then it says Jonathan checks gold fillings. Yeah, behind the sofa. Has anybody found any gold? Then what we're going to do, it says here, now pick another number, so we roll that, and then we add 3 to it. Okay, here we go. Now, I don't know what is good and what is bad, because I don't know what's going on, but that is the lowest number we could have rolled, which is, of course, well, that's a 1. No, so it's not quite the lowest because we could have got a 0. But that's a 1. Plus 3 is 4. So we've got 1, 8 and 4. Are they going to keep their heads? Remember, we've got 10 soldiers who potentially might have their heads chopped off. I once swallowed my gold filling, Nuff said. Did you? Did you really? Seriously? Nope, they are not. Let's hope they won't. If the first number chosen from the random number is higher... So what was the first one? First is how many go at set event and note that sum as the margin of your action chart. Okay, next pick a number. Yeah. So if the first number chosen is higher than or equal to the second... Oh, so that's not a gold. Including the extra 3 you have added, you win the bet. Let's read that again. If the first number is higher or equal... You win the bet. It was higher. We won the bet. We won the bet, everybody. Multiply your stake money by 2 to determine how much you've won, as the odds were 2 to 1. So I'm rubbish. So do we get 2 back? So do we get a total of 3? Have we now got 3 gold? Is that how it works? Open wide. Yeah, Grocklesnook. Ouch. I wouldn't recommend putting your hand in Grocklesnook's mouth. Yes, so hang on. We won 2, so we should have 3 gold altogether. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm not a betting man, so I'm not quite sure how it all works. So, so presumably then, they didn't lose their heads. They didn't lose. It's a shame we didn't have more to bet there, wasn't it? Okay. If the second number is higher than the first and the rider has successfully skewered all of the fruit... Oh, hang on. If the second number, including that, is higher than the first number picked, the rider successfully skewered all of the fruit without killing any of the men and your stake money is lost. Oh, you may bet up to 3 times in this game. You can quit at any stage. So... What would you like to do? We can quit or we can place another bet. What would you like to do? Yeah, so... Oh, so he must have... Oh, yeah, because we're betting against the rider. So Martha wants to quit. We will have 3 gold if we quit. Does anyone else type bet if you want to bet, or quit if you want to quit? Jam also would like to quit. Yeah, maybe it's good. I don't know. It's push your luck element, isn't it? Quit while we're ahead. While they're... Yeah, there you go, Renee. There you go, Renee. He's coming out with all the crackers tonight. Quit. Okay, that's probably a good idea. So, if you bet on all 3 rounds... oh no, if you decide to quit the evening, this is what we're going to do. So, 336. Yeah, last session we seemed to do everything perfectly. It was really bizarre. Where's the cheese? What are you talking about, sir? Pushing your way through the crowds of cheering soldiers, you manage to reach a quieter corner of the tavern hall at one end of the immense bar. So, what would you like to do? Would you like to talk? Where's my Wallace? Oh, he's eating it. Here we go. More cheese, while grommet. So, would you like to talk to one of the servers, type talk, or would you like to sit at one of the tables? What would you like to do? Talk or sit? Talk to one of the servers or just sit down? Just have a little sit down. Wensleydale. Martha wants to sit. Remember, we are trying to find this wizard or the sage. Renee would like to talk. What would you like to do? Is anyone going to UK Games Expo? That's coming up. I'm going to be there. Jonathan's going to be there. Renee, are you going to be there? I think you are, aren't you? From what I remember, we're going to chat when we had our little chat, a little catch-up chat. Anyone else going? Talk, info hunting time. Yeah, so that's 2 for talking, 2 for sitting. Providing Renee has already passed his filling. Yeah. Okay, Renee's put, yes, going to UK Games Expo. Punter this time. Yeah, absolutely. To be honest, as much as I love going and you've got stuff going on, it is good to go as a punter because you've no commitments. It is good. You tend to have more fun, obviously, as a punter because you can come and go as you please. You don't have to, have any responsibility. And you can play just games if you want all day. So, yeah, Renee, we'll definitely meet up in the evening. We'll play a few games. And Jonathan, yeah? Because I'm going to be there. I have got a special announcement to make on Saturday's Edra Scrolls Rambling the Storyteller. I'm not going to give too much away, but I have got a special announcement. I'm very, very excited about it. And we might spend most of the time talking about it. But there you go. That's just a little hint, little tease. Okay, so it's a split decision, ladies and gentlemen. It is a split decision. So what we tend to do there is we tend to say we're going to have to do 0 is going to have to be 10 on this one, I think. So 1 to 5 is sit. 6 to 10 is going to be talk. Okay, 1 to 5 is sit. 6 to 10 is talk. Let's find out what we're going to do. It is a number 2. We did a number 2. Right, so we're going to sit. We are going to sit. 316. You're about to draw a chair out from under the table and sit down when suddenly you freeze. The sharp point of a dagger is being pressed against your spine. Your pouch or your life. Oh no, we've just won some gold. Hope the seats have mattresses. Whispers, your money or your pouch or your life. Whispers the swarthy-faced mercenary who has appeared at your side. Make your mind up quickly, or my friend will get careless with his knife. So, if we have the Magnakai Discipline of Hunt Mastery, which we don't, we've got invisibility. Surely we can go invisible. No, that's not what it means. It's more camouflage, isn't it? So we don't. If you choose to hand over all your gold, okay, so you have a choice. Do you want to hand over all your gold crowns without offering any resistance? Or, if you have no gold coins or you decide to refuse, you can do that if you want. And you can attempt to fight them. So what would you like to do? From my cold dead hands, cell source, yeah. Type gold if you want to hand over your gold, or type fight if you want to fight. There you go, fight. You're already in there. You're already getting in there. Nobody's taking my 3 golds. Thank you very much. I'll have you. We're actually quite strong. We got combat 20. We got we've got more than 29. We've got 30 endurance because we do get a +1 every time that it's a non-combat. So we're back up to 30. Oh yeah, plus we got a +3 because of our weapon. We got a weapon mastery, and if we use a bow, we got a +6. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to kowtow to them. We're not going to do that. Who do they think they are? Coming over here, trying to take our gold. Okay. You pull away and unsheath your weapon in one fast and fluid movement. The dagger grazes your side. Lose 1 endurance point. Okay. So we are back down to 29. Don't know why I bother. The dagger, great, we've done that. But you manage to avoid a serious wounding. Both men sneer menacingly as they close in for the kill. You cannot evade them. You must fight them both as one enemy. So they are called backstabbers. Combat skill 18, endurance 25. So we've got combat 20. So what we do, plus the add-on. So it's a +3, so it's 23. So we minus the 18, which is 3. So we got a -5. Correct me, Renee, if I'm doing this wrong, but -5. And they have got endurance 25. So let me write that down in the box. That's -5 is the ratio. 25 is theirs. As is 29. Okay. Let's do this. We are going to be rolling a die as per usual, but we do need... Where's the table? Oh, got it here. Got it here. There we go. Don't worry. Then we've got our action chart, whatever it's called. Combat results table. Of course it is. Joe obviously loved a spreadsheet. He was a man before his time. Combat factor of 5. I thought it was -5. No. Hang on. It's you take your 1 and minus their 1. So if we take 23, if we have 23 minus 18, oh, it does leave 5. Yeah, you're right. This is why I don't like this combat system, because I'm rubbish at maths. But higher is good. 5 is better for us, isn't it? You don't want the minuses. Yeah, okay, so that's good. So we just simply roll the die and look down the chart. He was excellent. Jam, you've got a competitor for your puns. Okay, and Dylan, when Dylan used to watch, he was puntastic as well. Here we go. So, again, I think the higher the better, really, isn't it? That is a pretty good score. Oh no, that's the worst score. That's 0. Oh no, that's the best score. That is a 0, because these are elder dice. The symbol is the 0. Look at that. That is an instant kill. Oh no, it's not. Hang on. Oh, if we had 10 plus, it would have been instant kill. That's still pretty good. Look, there it is. We don't lose any. I don't know if you can see that. We don't lose any, but they lose -16. Ooh. How do you like them apples? So, 4. They are on 9. Oh, mama. We'll have more of that. Can I just make note of this good die rolling, okay? Because you guys always have a go at me when I roll bad dice, thinking I'd do it all the time. You watch, we'll get a 1 now. No, come on, let's get a 0 again. That is an 8. That's an 8. That's pretty high. That's pretty high. So that is a -14. They dead. We don't get wounded again. We don't get wounded at all. Just double check that. Yeah, -14. They were no match for us. Absolutely no match. Headbutt the first and slam his face into his partner's crotch in his crimes. Oh, I'll smack you in your crimes. So well done. Look at you, giving it large with your fighting prowess. 88. Okay. They weren't expecting that, were they? We might get kicked out of the tavern, though. We're not sure. Loot them. They might have coins on them. Yeah. I like your style there, Martha. Your speedy dispatch of the robbers earned you 5 gold crowns. Yes. Which you find in the pockets of the dead men. Martha, you're on the same wavelength. It also earns you the respectful glances of several mercenary captains who have witnessed your fight. One in particular is so impressed by your martial prowess that he approaches you and offers to buy you a drink. You sense that it is an honest gesture of friendship without any hidden threat, and gratefully accept his offer. He's gonna ask us to join, isn't he? Right, look at that. So we now have 8 gold coins. 8 crowns. Look at that. So that actually was one of the best things that could have happened to us. Okay, here we go. By the way, if you are watching and you would like to comment, you do need to follow the channel. That's the same with all the Twitch channels. But if you're just happy to sit and watch, you're obviously more than welcome. Let's spend it on ale. Yeah, exactly. Lucky 8. Let's get boozed up. The captain is an imposing man, tall and muscular, with a strong-jawed face that is unmarked by battle or disease. His blonde hair is... It's like me. It's funny, because I only met Joe once, but that was before... That was after he wrote this. His blonde hair is cropped close to his head, and likewise... His beard and moustache are trimmed close to his tanned skin. You're invited to join his company, and as you drink your ale, you listen... Yes, we've got some ale. Don't forget to regenerate HP. Oh, yes, well played. Let's do that. I'm sure we're not going to get into any fisticuffs on this one. You're invited to join the company, and as you drink your ale, you listen to their proud talk of war, of victories, of loot and wages. Never once do you hear them talk of defeat. The captain and his company have grown tired of the war in the north. Prince Janvale of Healing is close to ruin after having sold all he owns to pay for a war against Baron Magnakai of Kai Lords. It is a war that he cannot realistically hope to win. The prince's troops are demoralised and the mercenaries deserted him at every opportunity. You learn that the captain is recruiting for a campaign in the south, the war between Saloni and Saliva. I can't pronounce these. Slovela has reached boiling point, and there is much gold to be had in the service of the Salonese Prince Uvin, while he lays siege to the city of Takakura. Too many words, I can't pronounce it. But look at that nice little silhouette drawing there. You have the mien of a skillful warrior. I don't know that word either. Says the captain thoughtfully, his steel blue eyes cold and unblinking. Why not join my company? I have need of good fighters. I pay with gold, not promises. We leave for Telcon at dawn. Will you ride with us? Politely, you refuse the captain's offer, saying that you've come to Varetta on personal business. What business is there for a warrior other than war? He retorts the captain, and to the anxious delight of his soldiers. You finish your ale and bid the captain and his company good night. If you should change your mind, join us at Soren. We sail the river from there in 2 days' time. We do not have good history on boats, do we? So, if you have a map of Varetta or have recently viewed one, if you do not possess this backpack item, we didn't get a map, did we? Did we get a map? I've not written it down. Did we get the map of Varetta? Oh, no. No, we did look at one. We did look at one. No, but didn't we see it? That insert illustration is reminiscent of 6mm miniatures. Oh, look at that. Cool. Of popular war games in the 1980s. Fantastic. No, we didn't see it. Okay, the dog chases away. Didn't he show it to us? No? Didn't he show it to us? No, he didn't show it to us, so we didn't see it. Now, I think you're right, Martha. I thought he might have shown it to us and said, "Oh yeah, but you can buy it if you want it." But then we would have, if we'd seen it, we would have just known where where it was. Okay, we didn't see it, unfortunately, and we didn't manage to buy it. 104. It turned really dark quickly, that one, didn't it? We didn't have enough money, so he just went, right, I'm letting my dog out on you. I got here we go. I got emails, some backward maps. I got emailed some backwards map. It was just spam. 104. Your thoughts return to your quest and to Cyrillus' dying words. The man he was taking you to meet lives in Brass Street, but in the city the size of Varetta, it could take you more than a day to find the right street. You decide to try and find your way out of the street. Oh, hang on. You decide to try to find out where the street is located from someone in the tavern, and you look around the massive hall in search of a likely source of information. Who do we trust then? Would you like to approach a merchant who sits alone at a nearby table? Would you like to ask a distinguished-looking gentleman who stands by the bar? Or do you want to ask the tavern keeper? You can ask the tavern keeper. So type merchant if you want to ask the merchant. Type man if you want to ask the distinguished looking man. Or type tavern keeper or innkeeper if you want to ask the innkeeper. I guess the innkeeper's probably going to be the more reliable. Nice bit of honeyed tea. Distinguished gentleman, Lyrian would like to ask. Tavern keeper. So it looks like the tavern keeper is the more popular. And it's quite apt that we should go to talk to the tavern keeper, because I'm going to crack open some Thatcher's Rascal. Beautiful Somerset cider. Isn't that where you live, Jonathan? I can't remember now. Somewhere down there. Oh, by the way, yeah, if you haven't seen my interview with Jonathan Green, it's on the Edra Tales YouTube channel. It's a corker. Jonathan just can't shut up. He's chatting away like this. It's when Sally and I went down to visit. It's on the Edra Tales YouTube channel. I think it's the last... No, it's not the last video, but it's called... I can't remember what it's called. Quest to Tintagel. It's part 1. I will be editing part 2 probably in June because I'm so busy at the moment. Hello, Sally. Talking of Sally. Hello, Sally. There's a spider in the bottle. I bloody well hope not. There's a fox. Colin would like to speak to the merchant. It looks like, though, we are talking to the tavern innkeeper. Hopefully he's not as much as a mercenary as tonight's customers. Yeah, and charge us an arm and leg for a bit of info. How cool is this, though? Look, this is my bottle opener for tonight. It is, of course, the Millennium Falcon. Look at that. How cool is that? Come on. Use the force instead. There it goes. There it is. Ken's drunk, but the dice roll was improved. I'm not drunk. This is the first I've had. Hello, Wallop's here. Good to see you, Wallop. Right, this is the first of the booze. I'll thank you very much. Okay, so... Use the force. Yeah, I definitely will. Look, there it is. What a cool bottle opener, huh? The Millennium Falcon. I opened the bottle in less than 12 parsecs. I'm just seeing what the percentage is. Not too bad. 4.5. 4.5. What a coincidence. The protagonist mercenaries of a fighting fantasy epic I'm watching right now is also called the Falcon Band. Look at that. It's all synchronicity. It's all coming together. First on air. Okay, so we're going to go and talk to the tavern keeper. We do need to find out where Brass Street is. That is our immediate quest. We are looking for Gwennian, if that's his name, the Sage. Gwendolyn the Sage. No, Gwennian the Sage. We are going to find out, hopefully, from the innkeeper. You find the tavern innkeeper breaking up a fight. This is a great pub. Between two drunken soldiers. His solution to their argument is short and sweet. Grabbing the two men by their necks, he slams their heads together with such force that the crack echoes above the deafening clamour of the hall. Brass Street, he replies, his face lined with thought. Yes, I know it well. Here, look, I'll show you. The big man produces a greasy bit of paper and pencil from his pocket and scrawls the directions to Brass Street. You see that it is located on the far side of the city, close to the west wall. You accept the paper and the tavern keeper accepts your thanks before returning to the crowd to deal with yet another scuffle in his own inimitable way. Fantastic. We have that information now. Shall I write it down? Maybe I need to write it down just in case. That is small. I'm drinking 17%. You're drinking 17%? What are you on, Martha? Pure alcohol? It's not quite pure alcohol, is it? Is that wine? Are you having wine? Okay, so I'm going to write that down. It's the west wall. West wall. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Oh, Bailey's. You're having Bailey's. Yeah, that is nice. Bailey's very smooth, isn't it? Far west wall, yeah. I wanted to fork out for a rubber band the other day, but it was a bit of a stretch. There it is. Okay, 17. We are edging closer to finding out where Brass Street is. You walk to the bar and make arrangements for a room. Oh, okay. For the night, there are many rooms, each offering differing standards and a standard and price. Each offering a different standard and price. A blackboard suspended by cords from the ceiling displays the tariff. Dormitory is 2 gold crowns a night. Single room, second class, is 3 gold crowns a night. Single room with hot bath is 5 gold crowns a night. Hot bath. Oh, soaking the feet. Thank goodness the master of the house is not a mercenary con man like the one in Les Mis. You may choose to stay in any of the above rooms, but remember to raise a relevant number of gold from your yap. If you cannot afford to pay, it will accept 1. Okay, so what would you like to do? Would you like to spend 2 gold, 3 gold, or 5 gold? What would you like to do? You decide now. Type 2, 3, or 5 while I have another bit of drink. Oh, sorry, we've got 8 gold. We've got 8 gold. We've got 8 gold because we managed to loot 5 gold from the soldiers. 3 gold. I like that. There we go. 3 gold. Yeah, there we go. Crunchy spider particles. Love them. 5. Let's have some bubbles. Look at you splashing out, Renee. Have you noticed, Renee? I'm wearing the Lone Wolf T-shirt that Renee kindly got me when I did some interviews for him. Was it last year? Was it last year at UK Games? I think it was last year. 6 can buy a lot of equipment. That is true. Love it. Yeah, I do like the T-shirt. I was a little bit grumpy when you gave it to me because I was like, oh, I wanted to be like a brave warrior and you've made me out as some sort of psychotic monk. But I do love it. So what we got? Let me add that up. So 2. Oh, it's a bit gassy. So we got 1 vote for 2. 1 vote for 3. We got 1 vote for 5. Let our purse be full of change. It was a very accurate representation of Ken. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think you're right there, Renee. Sally wants to splash out in a hot bath as well. You guys, gold. Easy come, easy goal. Easy gold. Going for gold. Okay, so... Okay, we're going for the bubbles. We're going to spend 5 gold crowns on a single room. You guys... I was not expecting that. Okay. It might mean that it's more secure as well, so we might not get attacked. That might be another reason why we'd pay more money. But we will never know what happens if we'd chosen the other ones. Because we are not choosing the other ones. We are choosing to splash out. The room is a disappointment. For 5 gold crowns, you're expecting some degree of luxury, but the small and shabby accommodation you find leaves a great deal to be desired. Steam rising from an open-top barrel in the corner of the room clouds the air. At first, you think it must be some form of heating, until you discover it's full of soapy water, and realise that this is your hot bath. The meagre luxuries of Varetta do not come cheaply. You bathe before settling down to a good night's rest, but in the middle of the night you're awoken by a bright light. What is going on? A shooting star of sunlight brilliance arcs over the city, shedding a rainbow of colour across your drab room. You watch as the star slowly fades and then settles down to sleep once more. It seems as if you have only just closed your eyes when the loud and loathsome clang of the tavern bell fills your ear. Wow, look at that. We've got another beautiful little silhouette, little filler. It's okay, 3 times the charm, as they say, so 3 remaining is also lucky. Yeah, I'd better cross off, as much as I don't want to cross off the 5 gold. Fair's fair, we did pay for it. Okay, so 3 left. Wow. All awake, a new day dawns, my fine brave lads and lasses. Uh-oh, are we going to be forced into it? As the gruff voice of the tavern keeper echoes throughout the inn, you gather up your equipment to go and collect your horse from the stable. Your night's rest restores 3 endurance points. Well, we didn't need that. Make any necessary that. Okay, before you search to Brass Street. Okay, well, we did need to sleep, though. But we did see a shooting star. Yeah, maybe that is a bit of clever foreshadowing for what's to come in the future. Okay. As you ride west along a wide adventure of weathered red stone, you take in the early morning sights of this magnificent city. Window shutters slam open as the Varettians awake to a new day, and the smells of breakfast and freshly brewed jala waft towards you from shop doorways. And look, we've got another little illustration there. At the centre of the city, you cross a square paved with crystal slabs and pass beneath an archway of polished green stone. Stately halls and public buildings give way to dust-worn shops and a park full of glistening flowers with veined leaves of red, gold and pink. Beyond the park, a street paved with white gravel leads off towards Fortified Tower, the tallest one in the city. This is the Tower of the King, and it stands at the entrance of Brass Street. Yes, we're there. Wish I had an AA-12. Would win fights faster. Eggs Benedict. Turning into Brass Street, the sound of bubbling water and quiet chanting drifts towards you on the still air. Figures in brown robes, their heads covered by hoods, glide silently across the white gravelled path. You ride under an archway to enter the enclosed courtyard of a grand building. It is a hall of learning. Suddenly, a tingle runs the length of your spine, and you sense that you are close to your goal. Near the door of the hall, there is a white marble sign which indicates the location of 3 chambers: the observatory, the library, and the temple. So what would you like to do? You can investigate the observatory, type observatory. You can explore the library, type library, or you can visit the temple, type temple. What would you like to do? Observatory, library, or temple? You decide. What do you want to check out first? If it was me voting, I probably wouldn't choose observatory because I probably wouldn't know how to spell it. But there we go. So, we are going to check out the library though, it looks like. There we go. Observatory, the shooting star was a sign. Oh, that's a good point. That's a very good point. We've got 3 library though, and 2 observatory, unless there's another vote. Oh, Renee snuck in there. That's 3 apiece. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Anybody else voting? If not, the die will decide. The die decides. There you go. What would you like to do? Okay, no one else is voting. Changing my vote to observatory. Oh, Colin's changing. He's jumping ship. Okay, so we're going to go to observatory. Yeah, it kind of does make sense, actually. I hadn't thought of that. But then again, I'm not as clever as you guys. 1, 2, 7. Yeah, we did just see a shooting star. They might have more information about that. The food tastes even... what? No, that's the wrong entry. Forget about the star. You just want to look through a big telescope. Oh yeah, the mage might be there though. Yeah. The door clicks shut behind you. It takes a few seconds for your eyes to grow accustomed to the dimly lit interior, but the room appears to be the antechamber of a large hall. Following the faint sounds of voices, you pass through an archway, along a corridor and into the main hall. Gathered about a circular table of gleaming polished steel, a group of elderly men are poring over books, star charts and astral maps. They are engrossed in discussion. Globes of blue-white fire hang motionless in the air above them to illuminate their tombs and manuscripts. Look at that, there's the elderly men. They don't seem too happy to see us though. We paid 5 GP, let's make the shabby hot butter. Yeah, exactly. Look at them though. I love their expressions. They are not happy. This really reminds me of Talisman, this figure here. Don't know why. Obviously it's Gary Chalk, but... Hello, rude guy. How are you? Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. So we've just located Brass Street, which is what we're looking for, because we're trying to find Gwenny the mage. We think we might have found them. We've just walked into an observatory. The old men do not see you until you come close to their steel table. Their reaction to your sudden appearance is astonishing. It is as if they have had seen a ghost. There are yelps of shock and startled expressions. Beads of sweat form on their brows. The sight is too much for the one old man, who swoons and faints, falling limply across his books and maps. Only one man among them remains calm and collected. Mr. Longhat looks like the evil red wizard character. Oh yeah, he does look pretty... Yeah, look at that. He might be, though. He does look quite mage-like, doesn't he? He might be the mage. So, it says here, if you've ever visited a hut on Raiders Road in a previous Lone Wolf adventure, if you've never been to this place. So, think back to about 2 years ago when we played the first 5 books. Did we ever visit a hut? Should we say we did? You decide. You vote then. Should we say we visited? Yes, I remember that. I remember that we did. Okay, Martha seems to remember that we did actually do that. Pizza Hut. That's the only hut in town. Or Jabba the Hutt. I'm going to say yes. Nice. We're going to go for yes. Renee's going to say yes. Weirdly enough, Martha, I sort of remember that, but I do remember I wrote a short story where there was a, I don't know what they call them now, shepherd's hut. And I'm sort of thinking about that rather than Lone Wolf. Young Skywalker. Yeah, Jabba the Hutt. Here we go then. Okay, we're going to say yes to that. We're going to say yes to that. 233. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's a really good illustration, but it's not the one for us, which is a shame. Instantly, you recognise the old man who stands before you now, calm and smiling. It's the same old man whom you encountered in a hut on your highway from Holmgard to Runununu some years ago. It is the same man who handed you a scroll that foretold of the dangers of the Chasm of Doom. "Welcome, Lone Wolf," he says, smiling kindly. "Once again, the stars have dictated that our path should cross." Oof, so this sounds like a good encounter. He seems happy to see us. At least we didn't bump into Gazebo. Who's Gazebo? Is that from Gremlins? Okay. "Calm yourselves, my brothers. It is the Kai Lord." Slowly, as the startled old men regain their composure, their shocked expression begins to change to ones of awe and reverence. "I am Gwenan. Yes, we've found him." "I am Gwenan," says their leader. "We have been expecting your arrival." He points to the charts that covers the table and the massive telescope fixed to the platform in the domed ceiling. "The stars divine the shapes of things to come. They are our advisors. We know of your quest for the Lorestone. We know that it is a true quest, and we pledge you our help. But there are many of our brethren who fear its power. They chose to ignore the wisdom of the stars, and they have pledged themselves to a foolish and dangerous vow to keep hidden the location of the Lore Star, and to kill all who come seeking it, for fear that they would use it for their own ends." Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Suddenly, his words are cut short by the beating of fists against the observatory door. "Your horse has been discovered." "Give the intruder to us!" scream a chorus of angry voices. "Quickly, we must leave at once," says Gwenanin, as he ushers you into a smaller room. A hidden catch is pulled, and a secret panel creaks open to reveal an unlit passage. As you follow the sage and his companions into the darkness, you hear the door to the observatory splinter and break open behind you. Oh, look at that. There's a close-up of the comet. Close-up of the comet. So, it looks like they are our friends. It looks like an angry mob has caught up with us. Who could that be? Oh, is that the spoilt brat lord, do you reckon? Who's been pursuing us? Yeah, I think it might be. The passage leads to a vaulted cellar. As cold... Yeah, those who stole the horses from... Yeah, we did steal their horses. As the passage leads to a vaulted cellar, as cold and silent as a tomb. Gwenanin talks with his brothers, and then they hurry off towards a distant portal. As they disappear into the darkness, he returns to your side, his face sombre but composed. The Lorestone of Varetta was hidden in the crypt of the Cathedral of Tekaro by Lady Syned, one of the main protagonists of the War of the Lorestone. This key belonged to her, and one unlocked the tomb in which it lies. He produces a silver key from his sleeve and gives it to you. My brothers will provide a swift horse for your journey. When the observatory clock strikes midnight, enter the portal and follow the passage to the end. It passes beneath the city wall. Your horse will be waiting where the passage comes to the surface. You are welcome to take any items you wish from the cellar, any cider, that may be of use to you on your quest. May Kai and Ishar always protect you, Lone Wolf. Oh, what a kind gentleman. You nod your thanks and watch as Gwenar disappears into the portal. The cellar is well stocked with provisions, and you find the following items could be of use on your journey. What would you like to take then? Hold your horses. So, there is a quarterstaff. There is enough food for 3 meals. There's a mace. There's a brass whistle. There's rope. And there's a short sword. So I'm assuming they're all backpack items. We already have a rope. We haven't got any meals, just to let you know about that. Weapons we do have. We've got a sword and we've also got a bow. It says here, together with Sanad's silver key that Gwen gave you, records this as a special item. Okay. If you already carry a maximum number of special items, you must discard one in favour of the key. You collect together all items you wish to keep and settle down for a long wait until midnight. Meals and brass whistle. Yeah, meals and whistle. Oh, you've all gone for the meals and whistle. That's interesting. I think the whistle does sound like it's going to come in useful, and it's one of those sort of odd items that you think that kind of stands out from the rest of them. So, okay, so we do need to write down though in the special items. Where's my list of special items? Special items. How many are we allowed to keep? How many special items are we allowed, Renee? I can't remember. Okay, so it's going to be. I'm going to write down Syned's silver key that opens. Was it open? The tomb. Unlock the tomb. The tomb. Where the Lorestone lies. So it lies in the crypt. In crypt of Cathedral. Okay. So it looks like you guys are also going to go for so meals and brass whistle. So we'll type 3 brass whistle. So we do still have 3 slots left for items. I guess the quarterstaff, the mace, the short sword all go in the weapons item. We can still take them, but we just need to swap them out. If you're... Yeah. Yeah, we've got the bow and we've got a sword. Quarterstaff, they may be used for hit hard. Okay. Maximum. Alright, can we can carry more than 2 weapons, can't we? Okay, so I'm gonna tick. What we're taking? We'll take the quarterstaff then. Okay, we'll take the quarterstaff. Okay. Playing enough Mr. Livingstone books has installed in me a lifelong philosophy of keep every single weird bric-a-brac that is not nailed down. You will need it one day. That is very, very true. That is very, very true. Okay, so I think that's everything then. Turn to 175. Okay, we've made progress. No limit of special items till book 8. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, it's weird because it says here, if you already carry a maximum number of special items, you must discard one in favour of the key. You're not allowed to discard it until you unlock the crypt. So hopefully that's not a mistake. A mace is here for possible narrative foreshadow. Maybe there will be hexsilicons. Is that a type of creature? Okay, 175. 175. Skeletons or crystal creatures. Oh, okay. Cool. We do like a new creature. I do like the fact that Joe... he did actually sort of make up new creatures, which is pretty cool. Okay, here we go. When the observatory clock strikes midnight, you are poised and ready to enter the portal. You follow a dry stone passageway until you arrive at an iron door. It opens with a grating squeal and a gust of damp, earthy air, mixed with a strange sweetness. Bellows out. Oh, hang on. Mixed with a straight sweetness, bellows out. Before you, a narrow stone stairway twists away into the darkness. You are forced to tread carefully on the moss-green, slippery slopes. Blunt objects work better against hard creatures without flesh. Ah, nice. At the bottom of the stairs, a rough-hewn tunnel disappears off to the west. You press on and eventually arrive at another iron door. Gwenanin has kept his word. Beyond the door waits a fine lever chestnut mare, saddled and ready to ride. You may wish to make a note you have visited the city of Varetta for future reference. Okay, let's make a note of that, just in case. Visited Varetta. That's it's obviously going to come up again. Okay. So, what would you like to do then? We do have another choice. You are in a small corpse. No, small... Yeah, corpse. Like little wooded bit. You're in a small... No, it's not a corpse. How do you pronounce it? You're in a small corpse close to a highway junction. In the light of the moon, you can see a signpost that indicates 2 destinations. In a future book, perchance. Oh, I see. Yes, probably in another book. Amor and Soren. Consult the map at the front of the book before deciding which way to go. So, where do we need to go, though? Where do we need to go? Oh, hang on. Let me write down the cathedral. Hang about. 158. I didn't write down the city that we're meant to go to. Okay. Okay, the Cathedral of Telco. So we need to go. So now We need to find the crypt. Let me make a note of that, because we'll forget otherwise. Well, I'll certainly forget. The crypt of... Hang on. How do you spell it? Tekaro. Now, I have printed the map and I've put it up onto the Edra Tales Facebook group. So look at the media folder if you want to be able to zoom in and look at the map properly. Go back a few references to see where the cathedral is. Yes, thank you, Lirin. Yeah, absolutely. So, this is quite a small map, so I don't think you'll be able to see it. So I'm going to have to make your choice for you. Unless you can see the map that I've put on Edra Tales, or it's just somewhere out there on the old internet. So have a look. Sorin is there. What's the other choice? Hang about. Bear with me. And Amor. Where is it? Oh, okay, there's where we need to go. There's Sorin. Where are we? I don't even know where we are. Bear with me. Where's Varetta? I found where we need to go. There's Sorin. Renee, do you want to help us? There's Helgor. Sold. Dellen, Roman. I can't see it anywhere. Oh, there's Armory. There's where we are. Oh no, hang on. Oh, Varetta, right, I found it all. Make a choice for me, yeah. So I found it all there. So Varetta is there. We need to get to here. Yeah. So that's where we are. We need to get to there. Sorin is never eat shredded wheat to the west. And Armor is more to the south. Armor is actually nearer to where we want to go. But we might want to go to Sorin. So it's basically there or there. Where would you like to go? Does anybody have a preference? Because one is nearer. Armor is actually nearer to where we need to go. But not by a load. So, do we want to go to Sorin? Do we want to go to Amor? You decide. Or shall I decide? Anybody going to vote? Doesn't look like it. Head west, Sorin. Okay, Lyrian wants to go to Sorin. Sally's going to Amora. Amora. I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Obviously, as you can imagine. Martha would like to go to Sorin. Anyone else voting? Anyone else voting? Colin also like to go to Sorin. Okay. Let's go to Sorin then. I think we're going to go to Sorin. Okay. 267. Boop, boop, doop, boop, boo. Here we go. 267. The night passes without sleep. The howling wind of the Varetian plain serves as a mournful accompaniment as you ride the long, straight moonlight highway to Sorin. When dawn finally breaks, you find yourself on the outskirts of a small and undistinguished hamlet of half-timbered buildings. The only unusual feature of this settlement is a bronze statue of a roguish-looking young man which stands in front of the blacksmith's shop. We won't be sorry. Yeah, well done. You're all in with the puns now. If you wish to stop and examine the statue, type stop. If you decide to ignore it, you can continue on your way to Soren. What would you like to do? Would you like to examine the statue? Type stop. Or would you like to ignore? Type ignore. What would you like to do? Martha would like to have a look at the statue. Seems quite intriguing. There might be something useful there, you never know. Lirin would also like to stop and examine. What would you like to do? Okay, it looks like no one else is voting. Yep, Sally would also like to stop. Okay, let's stop and examine the statue then. 220. The weather-worn plaque bolted at the base of the statue says that this is the true likeness of Valnar Dupe, who led a band of robbers that preyed on travellers, especially merchants. His many crimes, including murder, did not prevent him from becoming popular, for he was a resourceful... His many crimes, including murder, did not prevent him from becoming popular, for he was resourceful and daring, and never plundered the inhabitants of this hamlet where himself was born. His exploits and those of a score of his gang were ended by the executioner's axe after summary trial at Amori. There is a slit in the belly of the statue through which gold crowns can be dropped. The plaque goes on to say that anyone who pays homage to the statue of Valnar Dupe will be protected by his spirit from robbers and highwaymen. So, what would you like to do? Do you want to... It says, if you wish to make a donation, you can place some gold crowns into the statue of Valnar Dupe before leaving the hamlet. Remember to erase them from your action sheet. Okay, would you like to... Yeah, cousin of Dick Turpin, true story. Oh, really? Ah, that's amazing. That's really cool. That's brilliant. I used to there was a TV series, Dick Turpin, on TV when I was a kid. I used to love watching that. And I found an episode on YouTube and watched the first one again. It was really good. Okay, what would you like to do? We have 3 gold. Do you want to drop a coin in? Yeah, Lirin's put drop 1 coin. We paid 5 gold for a bath after all. So yeah, let's not go overboard. Just put 1. Oh no, Renee. I believed you there. Because I thought that's exactly what I would do as a writer. I would discover some sort of minor fact, that not many people know about Dick Turpin or whoever, and I'd put that in there. Oh, Renee, you little monkey. Right, block Renee, where is it? So, type yes if you'd like to drop 1 gold coin in. We'll drop 1 gold. I've got a feeling that it might say, did you protect yourself by dropping a gold in later on. I might be wrong. So, vote now. What would you like to do? Would you like to drop 1 gold into the slit belly of the statue? What a cool idea, though. That's a really cool idea. It's a good way to make money for the village as well. So, what would you like to do? Martha would like to drop a gold coin in. Also, Colin... Oh, no, yeah, Lirin said yes. Feed the statue, says Sally. Here we go, then. It looks like you guys want to... Thing about these things, it's really funny because it's like, I don't really believe that this is going to protect me from a spirit. But then if you don't do it and then you do get spooked by a spirit, it's like, oh, I should have done it. There's no proof that it's going to work. Or if you don't see a spirit, you'd go, see, it worked. Dropping that gold coin worked. Okay, so we're going to drop a gold coin in. I will put us down to 2 gold. Okay, and we're going to continue on to wherever it is. Okay. Where were we going? I've forgotten. I've forgotten already. We are going to Sorin. That was it, Sorin. Drop a coin for luck. Also, Colin would like to drop a coin for luck. Well, it's similar, isn't it, to our wishing well. You know, you drop a coin into a fountain and make a wish. Shortly before noon, you pass through a deserted village. The burnt-out ruins of cottages and dying farmsteads dot the landscape like charred skeletons even. They are the unmistakable signs of war. A mile or two further along the highway and you come across a church. A man, his clothes ragged and caked with mud, is moving erratically among the gravestones. He flaps his arms and staggers from one gravestone to another like a wounded carrion crow. As you reach the church gate, he sees you and cries out pitifully for your help. For the want of a kiss from a Princess Leia, this will have to do good for fortune. So, oh, look at that. That's a little filler illustration there. That's fantastic, isn't it? Look at that. So, what would you like to do? We do have the discipline of curing. So it says here, if you have the Magnakai Discipline of curing, turn to 173. If you don't possess that, you can attempt to help the man. If you decide to not respond. So, our choices are, you can decide, would you like to help him with our Magnakai of curing? Or do you not want to respond at all for his pitiful cries of assistance? You harsh person. And you can continue to ride off. So, if you want to cure, type yes or help. If not, type no. What would you like to do? Gosh darn it, we will help him. Yeah, the thing is, with decisions like that, you've got to be harsh if you don't help someone who's crying out. Could be a trap. Love playing Skyrim. Sometimes that was the old trap, wasn't it? It was a trick from some bandits. Okay, we're going to help. Yeah, let's help him. Okay, could be a trap though. You've got to always got to bear that in mind. But you know, we're pretty tasty with the weapons. We know how to handle ourselves. You notice that the man's clothing and hair are streaked with blood. Your initial instinct is to use your Magnakai skill to heal his wounds. But as he reaches the church gate, you suddenly realise that this man is not wounded at all. The red stains are berry juice. His injuries are fake. Oh my God. So you've got another choice. Do you wish to challenge him? Type challenge. Or do you decide to gallop away from the church as quickly as you can? Type gallop. What would you like to do? He's faking his injuries. What is all that about? I did say it could be a trap. Okay, Martha wants to just ignore him and gallop away. What would you like to do? This is it. That these people, they might prey on your good nature. Nice one, Renee. Oh no, he's going to bury us. Oh, Lyrin's having none of it though. Challenge that war criminal. Yeah, what is he doing in the graveyards? That sounds a bit suspicious, doesn't it? So Martha wants to gallop. Lyrin and Colin want to challenge. So far it's 2-1 to challenge. Anyone else voting? Because at the moment it's funny. It is curious though. My problem is I'm always curious to know what's going on in gamebooks. So even though sometimes for my better judgment you go, yeah, let's just find out what that is. Okay, it looks like we're challenging. Here we go. 337. And that is where we will end tonight's session. Gotta leave you on a cliffhanger. Gotta leave you on a cliffhanger. That is where we end tonight's session. That is the end of part 3. That is the end of part 3. Whew, I know, cruel, I know. Cheers. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed part 3 of The Kingdoms of Terror by Joe Diva. Did you enjoy it, Grogglesnook? Yeah, I enjoyed it. I do enjoy these books, the Lone Wolf books. They are very, very well written. You are more than welcome, Renee. You're more than welcome. They are extremely well written. No wonder over 12 million have been sold. If you do want to purchase your own copies of The Lone Wolf, this version is the definitive version. They've produced all the definitive versions with new covers, presumably new little filler illustrations, I'm not sure. But I do recommend them. Check them out. Is it go to Magnamund? Yeah, no, go to Magnamund. www.magnamund.com. Or you can buy them off Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can buy them off Amazon. That's where I bought mine from. Dr. Claw's voice. Yeah. Oh, that's Dr. Claw. I'll get you. I don't know Dr. Claw's voice. I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time. I always remember Baron Greenback from Danger Mouse. I'll get you, Danger Mouse. I'll get you, Danger Mouse. They're amazing. I want all the Lone Wolf books. Yeah, they are pretty cool. There are 32, I believe, in the series. 32. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Lyrian. Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Jam. Thank you, Wallop. Thank you, Rude Guy. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Colin. I might have said that already. Who else have we got? Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you to everybody that watched but didn't necessarily comment. I appreciate you watching. If you would like to join in on the comments, please do follow the channel. It's the only way you can do it. It's like that for all Twitch channels. And it does help the algorithm, helps put it out there. The more the merrier, that's what I say. I have started to put these up on my Edra Tales YouTube channel. So if you want to go over and watch them again, or if you do miss any of them, they're up on YouTube. Some people prefer watching stuff on YouTube. They are also kept on this Twitch channel as well, so you can watch them on Twitch if you prefer to do that as well. The next time that I'm going to do a live stream is this Friday at 7 PM UK time, where we will be playing The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and I'm enjoying that. I'm about 4 hours in, 5 hours in, so not many hours in, but it's a lot of fun, really enjoying it. I love Skyrim. It's got similarities. It's very good at world building as well, so the gameplay is good, you know, everything's good about it. It's a lot of fun. So join me 7 PM this Friday, and also we do another live stream 10 AM UK time. All the times are UK time. 10 AM Saturday UK time. It's Edra Scrolls, Ramblings of a Storyteller, where we talk about creativity, we talk about fantasy, we talk about your projects that you're working on, we talk about my projects we're working on, and we ramble off into something else sometimes. However, this week there's a very massive, I've got some big news, I've got some breaking news, I've got some big news. I'm really excited about it. I know you guys are going to be excited about it as well. And it might end up being that special. I might just be talking about that news for the whole 45 minutes. So please join me for the breaking news. I'm sure you're going to be just as thrilled as I am. Thank you so much, guys. Still got to get those darn dirty monkeys in the House of Danger. Watching it tomorrow. Fantastic. Just to remind you, if you did want to back Jonathan Green's current Kickstarter, Shakespeare vs. Cthulhu, it's another game book written by Jonathan. Again, another excellent game book author. Check out, there's a link in one of the comments here. You can go to Kickstarter, you can search up Jonathan Green, or you can search up Ace Game Books, because it's an Ace game book. Or you could type in Shakespeare vs. Cthulhu. You should come up with Jonathan's Kickstarter. Back that game book. I'm going to do it tonight. Fingers crossed if I don't forget. I'm going to do it tonight because One day we will be live streaming that because it is fantasy based, because obviously it's got Cthulhu. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Grokklesnook. I will see you soon. And remember, may the magic of stories flow through you always.